I don't even know where they got some of that footage from. I don't even know what a couple of those movies were. Who was the cop? Does anybody know that?
What's
Crazy
the one where
cop.
your skin was all messed up? That's what I want to know.
Right?
Supernatural.
Yeah, what?
Supernatural.
Oh.
No. Yeah, Supernatural. That was Supernatural. I played a character named Lucifer. Otherwise known as the Devil. Who, from what I understand, is coming back in season 11. Wait a minute. The devil is the prince of lies, so I might not be telling the truth. But there's this thing called the darkness that I think needs to be dispelled, right?
Yeah.
So what's that?
I don't know. Yeah, just feeling like a big shot sitting up here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Me too.
All right. Do you want to get right to questions?
I love getting to questions
Can
unless you have questions that you want to ask before we get to the question.
I do. One of my favorite films is actually Mulholland Drive.
Yikes.
Does everybody remember him from that? Wasn't he great?
People are like, what?
And now I feel old.
What?
But the eye cream is working. The eye cream is working.
Hey, I was watching Star Trek when it was on TV.
Okay. I'm Netflixing it. I feel better.
When it was still in season. It wasn't in reruns, so I'm old. We're going to talk old.
So I want to know, what was it like working with David Lynch?
David Lynch is one of the sweetest. Do you guys like David Lynch, first of all? Did you guys see Lost Highway?
Yeah.
Crazy movie, right? I actually like that movie. Yeah, he's one of the nicest people, most unpretentious people I've ever worked with. Not that I've worked with pretentious people in the past, but he was great because he used to carry a megaphone around, like the one that Lucifer uses to torment Sam, that megaphone. And he used to carry one around on the set as well, just to yell action through, like an old time, director of the 20s, 30s. Only he was sitting like 2 feet away from you. And I remember one of his directions for the scene that you guys saw up there briefly. He said, "All right, Mark, I want you to stand there and exude happiness. Just exude happiness." And he's like, "Action!" With that megaphone right in my face right before the take. I'm sorry, I put the microphone away from my face so you missed the punchline. Whatever.
Well, we have so many people waiting to do questions.
Yeah,
Should we jump right to it?
Yeah, where are they?
All right, so let's start over here.
Really? Yeah.
Can you? Oh, did I screw it up?
Do I?
Okay, never mind.
Wait.
I have no authority. Don't listen to me. Hi, Mark.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I feel far away from you.
I'm a fan of your work, but my question is supernatural related.
Okay.
We know that Jensen
By
and
the
Jared...
way, before you ask me the question, I just want to give you a disclaimer. I probably won't be able to answer it. So it's weird that we're having this Q&A, isn't it? No, go ahead.
We know that Jensen and Jared are quite the pranksters. I want to know what the worst prank they ever played on you, and if you reciprocated, and how.
They don't play pranks on me.
Oh?
Really?
Why? Look at me. I think one of the worst pranks that Jared ever played on me was not intended for me. It's just that he has issues. And so, right before one of the takes, we were in an enclosed set, and the room was very small. It's the one where I blow on the window and I, make the what do you call that thing?
Sickle?
The what, sickle? That ain't no sickle. The trident? Pitchfork. It's a pitchfork. Right. It was during that scene, and in the film industry, they roll sound, they roll the camera, and then the director says action, and you start, doing your thing, but the camera's already rolling. And so they rolled sound and they rolled camera. They said action, and I'm, starting to do my spiel, and Jared farts. It was a silent but very deadly fart.
Aww.
So I urge you to go back and look at that scene and see the expression on my face. which is caused by having to do that entire scene in a fart cloud.
Oh.
I have not repaid him back for that, by the way. I tried, during the times I was tormenting him, in between takes, but I still owe him one for that, I think.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.